Yes, now let us recapitulate the discussion of this flowchart once again. Aerobic respiration uses oxygen. Glucose is completely broken down into CO2 and water. Conversion of glucose into pyruvate is occurring in cytoplasm. Pyruvate is converting into CO2 and water, and energy is released in mitochondria. Thus, mitochondria are the sites of aerobic respiration. It occurs in humans, dogs, cats, lizards, houseflies, etc. Anaerobic respiration, respiration without oxygen, in which oxygen is not utilized. Glucose is converting into pyruvate. Pyruvate is converting into ethanol and carbon dioxide in the cytoplasm of the yeast cells only. This process is also known as alcoholic fermentation. But sometimes what happens, anaerobic respiration also occurs in the muscle cells during heavy exercise. Oxygen gets used up faster and there is lack of oxygen. Also in the muscles of lion, tiger, cheetah, etc., this anaerobic respiration can occur. Glucose gets converted into pyruvate, but pyruvate, due to lack of oxygen, instead of forming carbon dioxide, it forms lactic acid and less energy is being released. This lactic acid gets accumulated in the muscles of muscle cells and they cause muscular cramps. Hot water bath or a massage improves the blood circulation and the flow of oxygen continues and we get relief from the cramps. So this was all about how glucose gets oxidized in different ways. Later in the topic, we are going to continue about how respiration occurs in case of plants. But there are three basic differences between the respiration which is occurring in plants as well as respiration in the animals. Remember, in case of plants, all the parts of the plant, whether these are roots, stem and leaves, they respire individually. There are different ways of respiration. But in case of animals and in case of human beings, respiration is performed as a complete unit. There is a little transport of respiratory gases from one part of the plant to the other, but in case of animals, there is a transport of respiratory gases over long distances with the help of blood. Moreover, respiration occurs at a slow rate in case of plants, but in case of animals, respiration occurs at a rapid rate. Now, what are the ways by which respiration occurs in plants? In case of roots, roots grow under the soil. The air is present in between the particles of the soil. When the roots of the soil grow, the oxygen or the air present in the particles of the soil, it gets diffuses in. Oxygen from the air is at a higher concentration in the soil as compared to in the root cells. So these root cells, they have fine hair-like extensions called as root hairs which increase the area for the exchange of gases. So in case of roots, exchange of gases occurs by the mechanism of diffusion only, means movement of gases from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Oxygen diffuses in and after respiration carbon dioxide diffuses out. Now here the question arises, what happens if the land plants, they get waterlogged for a long time? So water gets filled in these air spaces and air is expelled out. When air is expelled out, the roots do not get any air to breathe and the plants die. So this is the reason why land plants die if the roots remain waterlogged for a long time. Now how the respiration occurs in case of stems? There are the herbs which have the green stems have stomata for the exchange of gases as in leaves, but the woody stems, that is the stems of trees which are hard and woody, they have lenticels in them. Lenticels are actually not the pores, but these are the small areas of the bark where the cells are loosely packed when the cells are loosely packed, there is a scope of exchange of gases. So in case of stems which are hard and woody, lenticels help in the exchange of gases. So green stems have stomata, oxygen diffuses into the cells, carbon dioxide diffuses out of the cells. Woody stems have lenticels. What are lenticels? Already defined. Oxygen diffuses into the cells and carbon dioxide diffuses out of the cells. Now last is how is respiration occurs in case of leaves. In leaves, photosynthesis occurs, but leaves respire also during the day as well as at the night time. Beta photosynthesis occurs only during the daytime, but respiration occurs during the day as well as during the night. Then what is the net gaseous exchange during daytime and during night time? During daytime, what happens? Photosynthesis is going on. When photosynthesis is going on, oxygen is produced within the cell. So the concentration of oxygen is more. Some of the oxygen is utilized by the plant cells for respiration. So they need not any oxygen to be taken from outside. So the leaves use some of this oxygen for respiration and rest diffuses out. Even at the same time, the carbon dioxide which is being produced during photosynthesis is used for respiration now, and moreover the plant needs more carbon dioxide from outside. So the oxygen diffuses out, but carbon dioxide diffuses in the leaf cells during daytime. But what happens during the night time? At the night time, there is no photosynthesis occurring. At this particular time, the carbon dioxide concentration is more inside the cell. So, carbon dioxide diffuses out, but oxygen diffuses in. So, the exchange of gases in case of leaves, net gaseous exchange is different during the daytime and night time, but it occurs through stomata. Thank you.